Ayo, and what is up, gang? Thank you so much for checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight for your official Smackdown Live review on this Tuesday evening, January the 9th, 2019. And there are some things that I liked about tonight's show, and there are some things that I didn't like about tonight's show, as usual, and we are going to go over each and every one of those things right here and right now on the newest, fastest rising podcast in all of the YouTube wrestling community, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show, baby. So, let's do it.
Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
All right, wrestling fans, thank you so much for joining me once again here tonight. My name is Nick Nightmare. Along with me, as always, is my trusty tag team partner, my best friend, my little buddy, Baloo, the snowball microphone. You know him, you love him, and we are here to bring to you tonight's review and results for Smackdown Live. Now, all in all, this show gets a down for me. This show was not as great as some of the people I seen on Twitter ranting and raving about, oh, this has been such a good show, and loving the fact that Breezango finally got a win, which is great. And we're going to go over why it's not so great in just a few minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. If it is your first time checking out Sledgehammer TV tonight, I want to invite you right now to be awesome. And the best and most powerful way you could be awesome for the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show and for us here at Sledgehammer TV is to hit that subscribe button right now. We are on the march to 500 subscribers before WrestleMania 34. You guys are the key to making that happen. I need each and every one of you to show some love, even when I mess up on some words. Smash that thumbs up, kick it right in the mouth, make sure I feel it all throughout this entire broadcast. I need to feel some love, and you guys can provide that to me by doing just that. Hit that like button, share this video with your friends and any wrestling fans that you know, and subscribe and join the family. And the Sledgehammer Wrestling Club is growing by the day. We just need to hit that goal. We missed it for 2017. We're going to hit it and beyond. And you guys can make it happen. Just take care of that right now. And also, if you do feel so inclined, check out our sponsor, Clutch Chairs. The link will be down in the description below. Go check out their WWE themed computer chairs. Absolutely great for your back. They help fix your back and make you feel comfortable while you guys are gaming away on whatever console you so desire, or on your PC, and you got a nice little setup like I got. Maybe you want a cool Macho Man Randy Savage chair or something like that. Clutch Chairs has got you covered. Go check it out as soon as you can. All it takes is one little click. How hard could that be, right? So, thank you for indulging that. Now let's get to tonight's show. Like I said, tonight's show was nothing. Tonight's show was almost like a 2-hour edition of Monday Night Raw. It pretty much followed the same formula. You started out opening up with the long drawn-out segment, you know, the talking point, and yeah, great, it was AJ Styles, and we were addressing the situation with Sami Zayn, and Daniel Bryan, and Shane McMahon, but I'm almost kind of getting tired of this whole thing, only because it's just so unclear where they're going. And I guess maybe that could be construed as a good thing, because they're keeping me interested enough to tune in to see where the hell we're going. But with Daniel Bryan not being able to wrestle, and that whole scenario all up in the air right now, what is the point of the tension between the GM and the commissioner? I don't understand it. I like the idea of it. It absolutely lends more to the show than we get at all on Monday Night Raw. What is Monday Night Raw's overall story? What is their point? Is General Manager Kurt Angle at odds with anybody really? No. The overall story is he has this adopted wrestling son, Jason Jordan, which nobody believes, nobody's invested in, nobody's buying in, and nobody gives a shit about. And then you got the Roman Reigns thing. But there's no real story that they're telling as a whole. At least on SmackDown, we have this one big interconnecting angle that could be spread throughout all the matches that are going on, and it is happening in that respect. So I do like the idea. It makes the show more entertaining. But I just don't like how they're playing it out. I don't like how they're scripting things. It's absolutely 100% not genuine. You could see the guys looking down to the floor to read the cue cards, and Daniel Bryan just seems like he doesn't give a damn. He gives no shits, like people like to say. He doesn't give a shit about his job. He doesn't care. He's there to collect his paycheck. He wants to be in the ring. He don't want to be in the back squabbling with Shane McMahon. As good as it makes the show, I don't want to say good, because it doesn't make the show good. It just makes it better than Monday Night Raw, and I accept that, and I'm grateful for that, but the way that they're portraying it, and the way that it's coming off on camera, and the way that they're delivering their promos, and some of the verbiage that they're using is just god-awful. God-awful. You could see almost no light in Daniel Bryan's eyes when he's delivering whatever line he's delivering, even when he's feigning his excitement, when he seems to uncover what match he wants to book, like tonight, when he was pressed by Gable and Benjamin for a rematch for the tag team championships, because they never truly lost in their eyes, because they won the match last week, even though they pinned the wrong Uso. And they have Daniel Bryan just be like, oh, that's it! Very similar to what he did to AJ Styles last week at the end of the broadcast. It was so fake and so forced. That's it! You're a genius. That's a great idea. That's exactly what I was looking forward to do. This is what I'm seeing during these backstage promo segments, and it just makes me not really like where they're going. So the uncertainty of the whole thing just is kind of off-putting for me. I just don't see what the point is if Daniel Bryan's not going to wrestle. Is he going to pick a representative? And then is Shane going to pick a representative? Are we going to go down that road and we're going to have them in the corner of Wrestler A and Wrestler B for a WrestleMania encounter where winner takes sole control of SmackDown Live? I don't want to see that. I don't want to see that at all. I have zero interest in that, and I hope that that's not where they end up taking this thing, because I already know that they're not going to let Daniel Bryan back into that wrestling ring. If you want to hear more about that, you could check out this video right over here that I did a little special thing about why I'm telling you guys the real reason that they're not letting Daniel Bryan get back in the ring. Go check that out at your leisure when you have a free minute. Couple of the things we're going to go over. Well, we're going to go over everything. It was a quick show, and we're going to try to make this a quick show. What I liked. I did actually like the Becky Lynch versus Ruby Riott match. I enjoyed the match. I thought the girls had a nice look up against one another. I thought that they meshed well. I thought the match was very, very good, considering what we've been getting as of late. This was one of the better matches. I know the week's only been the year's only been 2 weeks long, but this has been one of the better women's matches I've seen this year so far. And I didn't like literally everything else about that whole thing. Like, the match was good, but the fact that you had the Riott Squad out there and Little Miss Wannabe Alexa Bliss and the little country bumpkin out there that just look completely lost and out of place, like they have absolutely no idea what they're doing. And then you have to have Charlotte come out, and you have Naomi come out, and essentially you're doing the same thing you're doing on Monday Night Raw, and you have all 6 women, the only 6 women that matter, out there all at once, wasting them all at the same time. Fantastic job. You know, you did what Raw did great, but at least in this case, we got a very good one-on-one encounter between 2 talented females. I don't like Pigeon Riott. I don't like Ruby Riott. You know, but she is good in the ring. She needs to get better. She cuts a decent promo, but the 2 lackeys that she's got with her just gotta go. If you take her away, Ruby Riott's stock immediately rises. She's got a little something. It needs to yet come out. Otherwise, the rest of this whole thing is just absolute garbage. But the match was alright. Becky Lynch wins with a disarmer, and then you have the Riott Squad and the other three face off, and then they wrap at the top of the ramp, and they do all the obligatory cutscenes, and then we go to commercial, and everything is friggin' hunky-dory. I liked Mojo Rawley winning tonight. I liked the Universal... Oh my goodness, I do that shit every week. You guys know, if you watch, you know I mix up Universal and United States Championships all the time. I'm not the only one who does it. Get over it. But the United States Championship Tournament, I was happy that we were getting a tournament. Let's take a look at the field right now while we're talking about it. Alright, so tonight we had Mojo Rawley advance over Zack Ryder, which I absolutely fully expected. But let's talk about this tournament really quickly. If you look over here on this side, the winners of both of these encounters make this bullshit. It just makes this whole thing bullshit. I would have been much happier if I would have seen the competitors in both of these matchups that lost be the ones to have advanced. If I would have had Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English, you guys may not think that that would be a great match, but I'm telling you right now that it would. You know what? I would even accept Ty Dillinger versus Xavier Woods, but that's a babyface on babyface type dynamic. The New Day versus the Perfect 10. I mean, it's a tournament, so you can get away with it. You can't put too much story behind it, but I would have been much more invested to see Ty Dillinger versus Aiden English, an NXT showcase in the middle of this thing, and you have Ty Dillinger win it and go one-on-one against the obvious winner of this match, Bobby Roode. Bobby Roode versus Ty Dillinger would have been a great finals here. But instead, because the WWE still thinks that they're right in everything they do, and they want to cram everything down our throats that they think is best for business, they have the former heavyweight champion, undeserved heavyweight champion, Jinder Mahal, in this tournament. Not only in this tournament, he has advanced to the semifinals. He is going to go up against Xavier Woods. What part of your inner being as a wrestling fan makes you believe for any minute that they are going to give the win to Xavier Woods? Possibly if it was Big E. Maybe even Kofi Kingston, I would say, has a chance. But Xavier Woods? Not that he's not talented. I love Xavier Woods. But think about it from the WWE's perspective. From Vince McMahon's eyes, this man, Jinder Mahal, is a world champion. Xavier Woods is a punchline. He's part of a faction that Vince is only allowing to do what they want to do because they are rolling in cash. So Xavier Woods will be in this thing just to lose to this monster, and he will go on to face Bobby Roode. Obviously, the turmoil comes there, where even myself, I am conflicted, as I want Bobby Roode to win the United States Championship. But as much as I love the Glorious One, even though he's being blocked by Seth Rollins right now, I do not like this good guy incarnation of Bobby Roode. I really, really think that he is being stifled in this current incarnation, and he needs to break out as a heel. Bobby Roode has been a heel from his days in TNA all the way through his fantastic run in NXT until he comes up here. Why? Because Vince McMahon has a hard-on for the music? Maybe he likes the reaction and the people saying glorious? People can do that if he's heel. They're going to do it no matter what he does in the ring, because it is glorious and it's fun to do, and everybody's going to chant along with him and sing the song and do the whole nine no matter what. Remember Kurt Angle? The whole reason he has fan participation in his theme song is because he was a great heel. You don't need to be a good guy to get over a tagline. But that's a little bit of nothing. This championship tournament did not shape up exactly the way I wanted. I kind of am expecting Jinder Mahal to win. The only reason I won't be too upset with it is I think good guy Bobby Roode as a champion is going to be just as lame as Randy Orton being a good guy and being a champion. So I'll be a little patient, especially if they want to build him up as a heel properly. Let him start tearing ass up on SmackDown Live and then eventually be crowned the champion at WrestleMania. I could be patient and I could wait for that because Bobby Roode deserves a WrestleMania moment. Why not give it to him right then and there, claiming this belt? Because you know you're not going to put him anywhere near AJ Styles until this Shinsuke Nakamura match goes down. So why not give him this? He's definitely worthy of it. He's absolutely capable of being a fantastic champion. We've seen it everywhere he's gone. Former TNA World Heavyweight Champion, multiple time World Tag Team Champion down there, NXT Heavyweight Champion. This is the obvious next step in line. So let's hope that that's exactly what they do. Let's go a little back into this show and get this crap over with. Like I said, Mojo Rawley winning. Whatever. I hated his theme song. You know, I liked that he won in advance. It's fine. But I hate the new theme song. I hated Bobby Roode just sitting there at ringside. Why did you have to have him out there? Just to have the song play and let the crowd sing? If you got nothing for him, let him just stay in the back and relax. Give him the night off. Let him start tuning up for whatever it is you got planned for him. Him just sitting out there does nothing. And then it only led to Mojo Rawley winning clean over Zack Ryder, and then Bobby Roode getting in the ring and doing this very awkward face-to-face with Mojo Rawley, which meant nothing, and Mojo Rawley just pointing at Bobby Roode and walking away pointing. Nobody said anything. I don't know. And then Bobby Roode's music would hit before he even did his whole glorious thing with the crowd. I guess they were running out of time, so they had to hit his music before the cue. I don't know. These are little things that I think of when I watch this show. Gable and Benjamin cut an absolutely fantastic promo. Now, I was unaware that they were going to decide to make Gable and Benjamin the heels in the tag team division. I guess they kind of have to, being that the Usos got over, even with the penitentiary and with their vicious, ruthless tactics. Everybody is on the Uso train. I myself have been tooting that horn for months, you guys know, and puts them in an awkward position where we don't have heel tag teams. We have the Bludgeon Brothers coming up. We're going to get to them in a minute, but they needed to turn somebody, and tonight was effectively the turn of Gable and Benjamin. I loved the promo. I liked it. I liked it a lot. What I didn't like was it went on too long, especially after Daniel Bryan came out to confront them about all the whining and complaining they were doing about the fact that they believe they won the match. The referee's decision is supposed to be final, and they were giving Daniel Bryan all these crazy arguments. But the fact of the matter is, they did not pin the legal man, so the referee's decision was the right call. They're going to stand by the referee's decision, and then Chad Gable starts going off. He's like, what do we have to do? Beat them twice in the same night? And then, like I said, Daniel Bryan feigns as much excitement as he could. He couldn't get any excitement out. It was absolutely just almost deadpan, just like, that's it. That's it. That's a great idea. We're going to do that at the Royal Rumble. 2 out of 3 falls. The Usos, the champs, taking on Gable and Benjamin. That should actually be a good match. I am not hating on that booking, but as good as their promo was, Shelton Benjamin, absolutely fantastic heel promo. It just went on way too long, if we're being honest, which is what we do. We bring the hammer down. We don't pull punches, even as much as I enjoyed it. It's just way too long. Speaking of not pulling punches and bringing the hammer down, I cannot. My insides just totally shut down when talking about this next match. They had the Fashion Police, one of the most over tag teams of 2017, despite the fact that they were not featured in very much in-ring action, going up against the hot team of 2018, supposedly, Rusev and Aiden English, which they're calling Rusev Day, which is fucking ridiculous. The name of the team is not Rusev Day. Let's not get all lost in that. What I liked in this match, I liked that Breezango finally got a win. I liked that a lot. What I don't like is the fact that the most over team on the roster, the biggest movement in wrestling right now that's happening, you can't buy a fucking t-shirt if you wanted to because Rusev is insanely popular. This Rusev thing has gotten over like Rover, and the WWE hates it. Just like they hated the Yes Movement and Daniel Bryan. This is not in the cards for the WWE. This is not part of their plans. And it's getting over. It's getting over big time. So what do? They feed them to a team that barely has wrestled in the last year. Not that Breezango didn't need a win. They absolutely needed the win. We can make up a word. Why not? But making Rusev and Aiden English lose, it just baffles me. The writing is on the wall. It's right there for you. Why would you stain them? It's clear that that's what the fans want to see. We want to see them winning. We want to see them probably eventually challenging for the tag team championships and hopefully winning them. Not like you did with Breezango. They were the Rusev Day of 2017. Everybody was into the Fashion Police. And you didn't use them. And when you did use them, they lost. And look where that got you with them. It got you nowhere. It got you to the point where this win for them tonight essentially means nothing. So all you did was ruin Rusev Day. Terrible. I hate it. The main event tonight was a little bit of a mess for me. Sure, it featured 5 of the biggest names in pro wrestling. Sure, we had Shinsuke Nakamura. Fantastic, right? We had AJ Styles, Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Randy Orton, whatever. I hate that they've just put him in this, group with the new guys. He sticks out like a sore thumb. He just does not belong in this scenario. Maybe on the other side of the ring from AJ Styles, I wouldn't be opposed to seeing Randy Orton versus AJ. That would probably be a fantastic main event if Randy Orton was the heel in the scenario. But seeing Randy and Shinsuke, there's just something about it. It doesn't do nothing for me. But given this handicap match scenario, I did not like this booking. It did have some great spots. But in the end, Shane McMahon killed this thing for me. He killed it because, essentially, he restarted this match twice, even though in each scenario he got the end result that he truly wanted beneath the surface. All Shane McMahon wanted was for Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn to lose tonight. Effectively, he got that 3 times over. And for absolutely no reason. Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn would get themselves counted out. Shane McMahon would come out and say, oh, no. We're going to restart this match. No countouts. First of all, why wouldn't you you know it's going to break down into some sort of shenanigans. Why wouldn't you immediately just say, you know what? No DQ, no countout, anything goes, falls count anywhere, whatever. Let's just do this. If that was going to be your end game anyway. But instead, he just puts, no, there's going to be no countouts. Get back in the ring. Let's do this again. Even though the team he wanted to win already won. There was no need to really restart the match. So now we would go a little bit further, another 5 or 6 minutes or so of some pretty decent action in the ring. Sami Zayn, you can't complain. You know, everything that they do, AJ Styles in there, fantastic wrestling. Some great high spots, like I said. But then Kevin Owens gets himself disqualified, giving Randy Orton, AJ Styles, and Shinsuke Nakamura the win for the second time, which is what Shane McMahon really wants. And then Shane McMahon comes out again. Why would Shane McMahon come out again, restart this match again? It doesn't make any sense. But that's what happens. So it happens, and then we get a final conclusion to this match. which was AJ Styles, Randy Orton, and Shinsuke Nakamura win by pinfall. Fantastic, right? What should have happened was Daniel Bryan should have came out and made that secondary stipulation. You're building this tension. There's supposed to be conflict between the two. At no point during the night were we made privy to the fact that Daniel Bryan went home. So you want me to believe that Shane McMahon is out there messing with the main event of Smackdown Live, Daniel Bryan's show, and he's not going to come out and put a stop to it? Come out at least question Shane McMahon while it's going down? Was he going to wait till next week, see him in the back and read from the cue cards with little to no enthusiasm? Oh, Shane, I didn't really appreciate what you did last week in that main event, blah, blah, blah. Let me go eat a vegan burger. Are you kidding me? This would have made much more sense if Daniel Bryan came out to try to one-up Shane McMahon. And then you have them arguing at the top of the ramp while the finish happens in the ring, and then Shane McMahon still wins out the day. And now you can truly advance the storyline. You see everything happening as it's happening. Everything between Daniel Bryan and Shane McMahon is happening as we can see it. But instead we get Shane McMahon coming out twice, restarts the match twice, gets what he wants 3 times, and for what? There was no ramifications. There was nothing on the line for this matchup. It was just to put Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn at a disadvantage, much like AJ Styles will be at the Royal Rumble. That's it. That's it for tonight's show. Was it good? No. No. Was it bad? Nah. I wouldn't say bad. It was better than Monday. Something we're used to saying on this channel. But it definitely has miles and miles to go. I cannot wait for the Raw 25th anniversary. And I'm not anticipating it with great excitement. I want it to come and go so that the WWE can shift its focus back to the Royal Rumble and the road to WrestleMania. This little sidestep for Monday Night Raw, it's not going to be some great, fantastic Monday Night Raw show. Like, don't let me piss on your parade. But let's be honest here. What do you think Stone Cold Steve Austin's going to do? Think he's going to come out, crack a few beers, maybe deliver a stunner to somebody? Great. What could The Undertaker possibly do? Make an announcement that nobody wants him to make? He's going to come back to the ring? He's going to wrestle at WrestleMania again after that beautiful ending that should just be left that way? I'm not happy Roman Reigns is the guy that put him out, but that was a great way to go. It's not going to be anything. You think the New Age Outlaws are going to give you a 5-star classic tag team match? They got nobody to fight. What are they going to do? Fight somebody back from the Attitude Era? Bring another tag team back from that age? Guarantee you we're going to see some female legend declare themselves for the Women's Royal Rumble. Why are the rest of them doing it? I said it over and over. These girls don't need to be declaring themselves for the Royal Rumble because there's not enough girls to fill 30 spots. So you're all in it. You idiots in WWE Creative need to realize that and stop insulting my intelligence as if you're going to leave somebody out. Are you kidding me? Much more of the same from WWE. Nothing but disappointment. Nothing but disappointment. It was, as far as the wrestling goes, okay. But the story, as interesting as it might be, just really needs to start advancing at a little bit more of a rapid pace. I need to know where this is going. It's just too much up in the air with this Bryan McMahon thing for too long now. We need to take some steps. Let's get this shit moving because it's starting to bore me, if I'm being quite honest with you. No Baron Corbin tonight. We had no New Day tonight, interestingly enough. No Usos tonight. That's it, you guys. That's it. we're going to wrap it up on that. Thank you guys so much for checking out this edition of the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show tonight for your Smackdown Live review on this Tuesday, January the 9th, 2018. Don't forget to check out everything else we got on the channel. We put a lot of great stuff up towards the end of the year. We have last night's Monday Night Raw review. We got so much great stuff coming to the channel. I got a lot of specials in the works. Make sure that you are subscribed so that when those specials and everything else that I'm doing on this channel pops up, you will be notified immediately, especially if you ring the bell next to that little subscribe word. Like this video by smashing that thumbs up. If you didn't like it, hit the thumbs down. You could do that too. Any thumb you want to give me is a great thumb, right? Just don't put it, up my, So let's get past that. Like this video, up, dislike it, down, whatever. Share it with your friends. Share it with the world. Let's make sure Sledgehammer TV takes over and is the place to be for your wrestling news in 2018. My name is Nick Nightmare. This right here is the World Heavyweight Champion of Microphones, Blueski to Snowball. This has been the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV, only on YouTube.com. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being here, and don't forget to check the channel all week long for news, rumors, and highlights in the world of sports entertainment. That is going to do it, and we are out of here, and we will see you next time right here on the newest, fastest wrestling force in all of the YouTube wrestling community, the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show. Peace out. Have a good one.